All right, we're live. Let me change the title of this. All right, what are we talking about tonight? We're talking about, kids walking out of school is on my mind, and whatever the hell you guys want to talk about. All right, folks, what's happening, Total Riders? I'm going to go ahead and share this link now on the Clarence Woods Emerson page. Are we live? All right, we're live. We're good. Got 11 people watching. Let some people stream in here. How you guys doing? All right. Share. Copy. And we live. We live. Select all, copy, post. And what the hell's going on up there? You guys hear that? You guys hear the background noise? The missus is upstairs. All right. She won't come on the show, though. That's okay. All right, folks, let's do it. All right, what's up, Turtle Riders? Welcome to Uncle Turtle Boy's Late Night Garage Podcast. This episode is always brought to you by our good friends over at Garage Doors Plus in Quincy. Folks, if you have one of those old rickety garages, right, where you got to get out of the car, open it up manually like Fred Flintstone, all right, it's time to get with the times, folks. Call our friends up at Garage Doors Plus in Quincy. You can find them online at gdplus.com. All right, they'll come over that day. They're going to give you a price that's so fair, it's going to blow your doors off. No pun intended. You're going to hire them on the spot. They're going to do a great job. At the end of it all, you're going to get a nice little clicker. Boom, you're going to press it. Garage door is going to go up. Boom, you press it. Garage door is down. They can convert any old garage or update any, regular garage or medium garage or whatever. Like a garage maybe 15 years old. Doesn't matter. They'll do it all. They've seen it all. Industrial, commercial, residential. Doesn't matter. Garage Doors Plus in Quincy. Give them a buzz. And as always, make sure you let them know that the Turtle sent you. All right, folks, so welcome, Turtle Riders, to the podcast. Let's talk about some things today. I don't know if anything's on your mind, but one thing that I would like to address today is this situation going on in Somerville and all across the country. Obviously, I read the TV Daily News ones, but come on, what the hell's going on here? All right. So anyway, as you guys have seen with this, Somerville, this Kennedy Middle School in Somerville, they sent out this email to parents, right? And it tells them basically, amongst other things, this fucking thing, I'm going to kill it. Let me pull it up here. Let me read the exact email on my app here so I have this correct. So Fupa computer might be an issue here. All right, let's pull it up. Somerville middle school teacher, forcing kids to walk out of school Friday while brainwashing them into thinking the world will end in 11 years due to climate change. Now, you guys know I've taught for a long time. I've talked about this many times before. I think that one of the most important things to do as a teacher is to be, nonpartisan, right? To teach kids facts and let them develop their own opinions based off of those facts, etc. And that is not happening right now with this whole Green New Deal crowd. The Green New Deal, first of all, not to get too political, but it's a fucking joke, right? Like, nobody took it seriously. It got exactly 0 votes because it's a child's thing, right? Like, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is a child, and that's the way they treat her. Like, just let the girl with the Twitter account talk, right? Doesn't matter. She's not going to get anything done anyway. Who cares? Let her come up with her Green New Deal. No one's going to take it seriously anyway. Who gives a shit, right? Well, this fucking thing, if this keeps going, I might have to restart, guys. I don't know what the hell's happening with this. But anyway, they want this Green New Deal really badly, and they're brainwashing kids to kind of come out and testify. So, for instance, let me pull up this video here so we can watch the video of these kids testifying in front of Congress. Hold on, guys. I might have to do a restart if this fucking FUPA thing keeps going on. All right. So these kids are all testifying in front of Congress, and there's this one girl named Greta Thunberg. She's internationally famous. She's got like 1 million Twitter followers. She knows Obama. She's 16 years old. She's Swedish, right? And she is like the face of, young, youthful, environmentally conscious kids, right, who are bold and courageous, and they're going to go out there and they're going to save us all, guys, because what I can't stand about these kids, right, is their pompousness. Like, I understand kids think they know everything about the world, but these kids are like douchey about it too. Let me pull it up here. Come on, FUPA computer. I'm just going to pull it up on my phone if this isn't going to friggin' work, and I'll just play it. Okay. There it goes. Come on. All right. There we go. So this girl's name is Jamie Margolin. She is a high school student from Seattle, Washington. And she is going to lecture congressmen about climate change because they don't know what the hell they're doing, obviously. So we need a child to come in here and explain to us why we're all fucked up. You just gotta hear. I gotta play this clip for you because it's too good not to share. Come on. Come on. Come on. Where's the volume? Volume. They turn all you.
Grow up in a world full of ifs.
Okay,
I don't think a lot.
Start it over. Here we go.
It's really been affecting because similar to Vic, I already have like underlying issues of like anxiety, and it's just really hard to grow up in a world full of ifs. I don't think a lot of people in Congress understand the conversation.
Stop right there, okay? First of all, the second she mentions anxiety, it's like I stopped taking it serious. I used to hear about this all the time. Oh, you're bringing up my anxiety. This is what people always say. It's like all anxiety means nowadays. I mean, I understand it's an actual disorder, but it's so over ADHD. It's like, no, you actually have to get diagnosed to have ADHD. You can't just be like, well, I'm easily distracted, therefore I have ADHD. Same thing goes with this, right? So you're a high school student. Every high school student in the history of mankind has felt overwhelmed at times, right? Quote-unquote anxiety. But hers is a little different because it's coming from climate change. Now listen to this shit.
That are happening in everyday American high schools, but we're constantly asked, prepare for your future, study for your future, do this for your future, but our world is full of ifs. I'll be talking to my best friend and she'll be like, yeah, I really want to see this natural place sometime, if it's going to still be around. I really want to study to be this, if that's still going to be a possibility, and it's just like this constant looming uncertainty, and it's this weird form of nihilism and weird
you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Just fear that's been existing in my generation, where kids are joking like, what is even like the point? The world is is ending. What are we studying for? What are we doing? And it's this kind of depression. It's this fear that is not just among me or my panelists here, but everyone, and that anxiety is something that no child should ever have to fear. Because if you think about it, if you go back to what is the purpose of a parent, down to just
what I want to know is what's with the glasses and haircut. That's what I want to know.
Purpose is to give their child the best future and the best life that they can possibly have.
All right, so all this nonsense, like she's like, if the world's here in 10 years, they have been brainwashed. This generation of kids, not all of them, some of them, right? They are propagandized with, like, you know, AOC, that she's so woke. She's like us, you know, like, ooh, she's young. That can be me someday. And they think she's like the smartest person in the world. And therein lies the problem, right? Is climate change real? Of course climate change is real, right? I've been to Alaska. I've seen it myself, right? I've seen glaciers melting. I mean, you know, and you see tree lines over time, how those are affected by this. Of course it's happening, right? But the question is, right, is it 100% man-made? What can we do about it? And I think most people agree, right? Carbon emissions are a big problem, right? A big cause of that. However, the biggest carbon polluters in the world are India and China. So what are we supposed to do, right? Like, what do you want us to do? Why are these chicks coming to the United States to, like, talk to us about it? It's like, we have environmental protections here. We're not the bad guys. Oh, they got rid of plastic bags in Shrewsbury. That ought to fix it. What are you talking about? So they're talking to the wrong people. And this whole idea that, like, the world is ending in 11 years. I mean, where do they get this number from? Like, when adults say it, when adult leftists say it, they understand that the world's not actually ending in 11 years. They're coming up with this number because they want to create a sense of urgency. Like, we need to do something now. We got to stop this, or else it's going to be too late in 11 years. But that's not what these kids think. These kids think that it's literally ending. Like, you heard them, they're talking. What's the point of even doing good in school? We're just going to die anyway, right? Are you kidding me? She goes on.
Have, and the supposed American dream is to make sure that children have a better future than the adults. But right now, it's like some members of government and some corporations are actively pointing a gun to children's futures.
Yes, that's what they're doing.
And
they're pointing
actively making it worse.
Yes.
Actively going out of their way to support corporations
yes.
that poison us.
They want to kill you.
And destroy our future, and that is horrifying, and it feels like a betrayal. It's like a knife to the heart.
Oh, yes.
To know that people who have kids will go around in these campaign ads, and they'll be like holding these babies, like, oh, you should vote for me. Look at me interacting with a small child,
yeah.
while they actively poison and choose their wallets over their children.
Totally.
So it's very devastating and scary, but it's also, it feels like we've been betrayed.
Yes, so betrayed. So it's like, give me a break, you know. You guys saw that, like, there's a video I also posted on here of, where'd it go, of Nancy Pelosi's office. This was last February. Have you guys seen this video of, like, these 9-year-olds, freaking 9-year-olds, coming into Dianne Feinstein's office, who's like 1,062 years old, and telling her about why she needs to vote for the Green New Deal.
We're trying to present this letter that we made to Senator Feinstein.
We are trying to ask you to vote yes on the Green New Deal.
Please. Okay, I'll tell you what. We have our own Green New Deal piece of legislation.
We're trying to promote the Green New Deal.
Well, there are reasons why I can't. Because there's no way to pay for it.
Yes, there is.
Going to the military.
We have tons of money going to the military. Where does the kid learn that from?
We have come to a point where our Earth is dying. Literally. It is going to be a pricey and ambitious plan that is needed to
say bold.
deal with the magnitude of that issue.
Say bold.
And so we're here asking you to vote yes on the resolution for the Green New Deal, because that is the only
That resolution will not pass the Senate. And you can take that back to whoever.
Some scientists have said that we have 12 years to turn this around.
Scientists have said.
It's not going to get turned around in 10 years. What we can do
Senator, if this doesn't get turned around in 10 years, you're looking at the faces of the people who are going to be living with this.
Government is supposed to be for the people, by the people, and all
You know what's interesting about this group is I've been doing this for 30 years. I know what I'm doing.
Yes, you tell them, Diane.
You come in here and you say it has to be my way or the highway. I don't respond to that.
Yes.
I've gotten
it.
elected.
You go, Dianne Feinstein. That's the best thing she's ever done in her whole career. Tell these kids to shut up. So, you heard them. They literally think the world's ending. And then that adult speaks up. And that adult is the problem. She's probably 26 years old. Okay? Probably some Teach for America idiot who comes in there and she just brainwashes these kids. And like, we're going to go to Dianne Feinstein. If I go in there, no one's going to listen to me because I'm, freaking, look at me. I'm a Becky. I'm this purebred white chick talking about the a bunch of 9-year-olds, and they're going to lecture her about we're spending too much money on the military and shit. So anyway, that's what's happening, and you got this chick here who's, by the way, this chick's got Asperger's. Not that there's anything wrong with that, right? But obviously she's rich. She comes from a rich family. And she's fixated on this because she has time to travel the world in a boat, right? Which, by the way, the people that brought the boat back flew here to get it. So the whole idea of not taking a plane, someone else took a plane for you, honey. You're not saving the world. And you're 16. You don't actually know anything. You think you do because you saw a couple of, YouTube videos. But you don't actually know anything. I understand you follow AOC on Twitter, but you're just a freaking kid. You know shit. But all these people are like, this girl is an icon. Oh my God. So brave. So stunning. Right? So this is the email sent out by the Somerville teacher. It says, Dear 6th grade families, as part of our 6th grade science curriculum this year, students will engage in real-world problem solving using various science topics as the backbone of our curriculum. We will be viewing the topics through the lens of a human impact on the environment. Okay, that's okay. In class, we've started learning about the climate crisis. See, I don't like that. Climate crisis. It's like, that makes it sound like, we're literally dying. It's a crisis. It's really not. Like, let's be honest. It's not. And have begun discussions around the impact of climate change on our planet. This Friday, following the lead of the Swedish activist Greta Thunberg, thousands of young people and adult allies, will gather around the world to kick off a week of climate action with the Global Climate Strike. In solidarity. They love that word, solidarity. Oh, they love it so much. It's one of their words. Bold. Solidarity. Audacious. With students across the world this Friday, interested 6th grade students will engage in a climate awareness sit-out during the last hour of the school day. This event will serve as a way for students to participate in a day of education and action that will kick off a year-long journey, right? Students will, and blah, blah, blah. So they're basically being forced, the default is to go, right? The default is to leave school. Because it says right here, students and educators will wear all black in solidarity. First of all, why aren't you wearing green? Why are you wearing black like somebody's dead? Right? And why are educators participating in this if it's a student walkout? Right? So that's going to be a student sit out at 2:15, and they're literally just going to go outside of the school and sit on the sidewalk. What is that going to fix? You tell me. This is nothing more than a Friday, teachers ending the day early. I know this trick. I was a teacher, right? It's like, okay, we're going to, basically a half a day for teachers, right? So we're going to sanction this school truancy, essentially, and then it says participation is voluntary. However, students who do not participate will remain indoors and will continue background climate research. First of all, what if you're not taking a science class at that time? So this is taking away from other classes and other studies for what, right? And they're saying in there, students who do not participate will remain indoors. So now it's incumbent upon a bunch of 11th graders, 11-year-olds, 6th graders, to approach their teachers and say, I would like to be removed from the class. I don't want to participate in this. First of all, that takes a lot of guts from a kid to do something like that because you're asking to be stigmatized. You're the weird kid now. You're the kid whose parents pulled them out of sex ed class. You're that kid. You don't want to be that kid. So you're putting kids in an inappropriate situation where they have to ask the adults to be the weird kid. See what I'm saying? And that's wrong to do. And that's screwed up to do to students. And yeah. So anyway, I had a big problem with this. A lot of people didn't. I saw in the comments, I pissed a lot of people off today. Where does it end? That's what I want to know. Where does this end? Because what if next week kids want to do it for abortion, right? Or kids want to do it for guns, or kids want to walk out. you can't just call everything a crisis. You know what I mean? You can't just say, what happens if they're like, oh, Kavanaugh's on the court. That's a crisis. We need to walk out. We're going to sanction that too? No. No. You go to school to learn. That's it. You want to protest? Protest on your own time. Get suspended, right? That's an actual sacrifice that kids make, that people make. When you walk out of something, there needs to be a consequence. There's no consequence to this, right? So, whatever. These kids, they piss me off. They're morons, etc. Anyway, let's talk about, you guys want to talk about the latest Abrams incident, I suppose? I think that's a lot of people are buzzing about in the comments. This fucking thing, I swear to God, it's so annoying. How many people are watching right now? It's a little small audience tonight, guys. Where the hell is everyone? Anyway, let's talk about this. Well, I like you guys. You're my peeps. Let me find the video, first of all, on Auditing America. Is it on Auditing America or Mass Accountability for All? Let's find it. I can't keep track of these various organizations. Where is it? Accountability. Come on. There it is. Someday I'm going to have an awesome computer that works, and it's going to be great. All right, so this is Josh. He claimed, remember, that he was going to be bailed out of jail, right? And so this is him. Prison transportation retaliates. Let's check out what he's got to say. Today was supposed to be his big day in court. See, he's got freaking monetization. Unbelievable. Come on. Come on, mute button.
Go. What's going on, guys? It's Josh. Listen, sorry about the shaking my voice, but the retaliation is real. Okay? I was supposed to go to court the 17th. Everyone knows that. I put that date out. And then all of a sudden, something happened. The date got mixed up.
Oh, yeah, got mixed up.
They rescheduled for today, the 19th. This isn't me making stuff up. This is me just coming up with it off the top of my head. Because the people that wanted to roast me alive for years were there today because of Nicola's tackles. Today was the day I was supposed to be released. This is public record. You can check. I was supposed to be at the Lowell Superior Court to be released today.
Mm-hmm.
And then I never get called. I'm waiting for my cell door. I don't get a hold of my attorney. I can't get a hold of anyone. So my court date was the 17th. And now it's tonight. It was the 19th. And now all of a sudden, my court date's not the 19th. And when I explained to my lawyer, there wasn't enough room to transport me from the jail. There just doesn't have enough room. So the jail told me that there was not even a request from the court. I had to get a written habeas corpus where the court would formally demand my presence at the court. The jail would, the court would demand my presence from the jail. I still never got that. I spoke to the captain, the lieutenant, the assistant deputy superintendent, and the superintendent of the jail, who all said we have nothing. But you know what? If the court sent us something up until the close of business today, I was still breathing. I just had the lieutenant the captain walked by and I said, excuse me, my girlfriend and my lawyer was told in court today that there wasn't enough room to bring me. He goes, yeah, that wouldn't be the case. I said, I know that's not the case. So the retaliation is real, guys, right? 17th, I'm not brought. Today, I'm not brought. So they rescheduled me till the 23rd. Well, you know what? I'm in the hole. As everyone knows, I'm in solitary confinement because I was retaliated against during the fight. And then
People are saying read the comments. Okay, so what's the problem? What's wrong with the video? Is this not working or something? Let me see this. Is this not working or something? Let's see. Let me see this. Let me play it again.
I had the real report of why I'm in the hole, and the girl boy tried to spin it in a way that would make it look bad, but I had the real report, and I'll be releasing all that when I did. So I come to the hole, and then guess what? I'm refused medication. So when I refused,
Was it too loud or something? That is awful. That is awful. I agree. What the hell's happening? We're saying really not working. I don't know what the hell's going on. You can hear me fine, right? But what the hell is with that audio? Why is it like so loud? All treble, tinny, scratchy audio. It sounds jumbled. It's you can't. Yes, it's too loud. Let me try doing nice and soft like this. All right. Let me turn the volume down. Is this really too loud? Let's see. How's that? Let me know.
My lawyer was told in court today that there wasn't enough rooms to bring me. He goes, yeah, that wouldn't be the case. I said, I know that's not the case. So the retaliation is real, guys, right? 17th, I'm not brought. Today, I'm not brought. Now they rescheduled me till the 23rd. Well, you know what? I'm in the hole. As everyone knows, I'm in solitary confinement because I was retaliated against during a fight. And then actually there's fake details about the fight. I have
Listen
a real report of why I'm in the hole. And, Turtle Boy tried to spin it in a way that would make me look bad. But I have the real report.
You guys heard that? He goes, I'm in the hole because I got in a fight. But it's not like the fight that Turtle Boy... Let me play that one more time because you got to hear this. This is my favorite part.
Everyone knows I'm in solitary confinement because I was retaliated against during a fight. And then actually there's fake details about the fight. I have the real
Fake
report
details.
of why I'm in the hole.
Mhm.
And, Turtle Boy tried to spin it in a way that would make me look bad. But I have the real report. And I'll be releasing all that when I need. So I come to the hole and then guess what? I'm refused medication. So when I refuse, when I say I want my medication, I get another ticket in the hole. And it says on it, Mr. Abrams was refused his medication. He was upset about that and asked for his medication, so we gave him another ticket. So they put me in the hole, and now they're burying me down here. So I'm going to be here longer and longer, guys. I need everyone to call the jail. Demand to know why I wasn't brought to court the 17th. Demand to know why I wasn't brought to court today on the 19th. And demand to
He
know
wants all these people to call up the jail. Is the audio coming in, guys, all right? Let's see. He wants all these people to call up the jail. I don't know what's up with the audio, but anyway, he wants all these people to call the jail as if that's going to get him free, right? Now, he goes on. I got to play the rest of this. I know the audio sucks, but we'll deal with it.
I'm not being brought tomorrow, or why I'm still not being brought today. I can turn to anyone who does time here and say, listen, if the court's screwed up, it's only 1 o'clock, and I still get hated to court. And everyone will tell you absolutely you can get hated to court until the end of the court. Alright? So I was asking for people to help out monetarily. I still need help with the phone calls, because now I'm in here till Monday, and I can't get hold of my attorney. And the numbers on my phone are starting to become restricted, so I can only call a few people. So I'm stuck in the hole longer than I have to be. And instead of going to court on the 17th, now the 23rd's coming up, there's another issue. I'm not getting my meds. I'm being screwed with. I need people to help me. Yes, I need people to go to www.
Need people to help me. That's all this is. Give me more money.
Put some money on the phone so I can keep these calls going.
Yeah.
It's not possible to set up a debit account for me because that's all screwed up. It can't happen.
What does that mean?
$7 a call, I think. So, I'm probably going to make another call today, and then maybe 2 calls tomorrow, 2 calls Saturday, Sunday, so figure two. If I can
I thought you were in the hole.
that'd be great. What's even more important is that everyone calls.
Calls, yes. That will fix things.
Nashua Street Jail. I need everyone to call the Nashua Street Jail.
Yes.
If people want to come visit me, come visit me. There's only one person I can't have come visit me. A tow truck.
Because she's a felon.
Demonstrated in protest, in peaceful protest.
Nope.
My release.
That's not why.
Another facility, and they banned her visits. And then I couldn't get any visits for a while. I said, why is everyone's visits banned? He said it's an accident. So I didn't get to court the 17th, accident. Didn't get court today, the 19th,
Nah.
accident. Got a ticket, I'm stuck in the hole, accident. They gave me another ticket and refused medication, accident.
Accident.
They were only supposed to ban one visitor, but they banned all the visitors, accident. When the 23rd comes and it's time for me to go to court again, what do you think the theme is going to be? I'm thinking accident. They need to know that eyes are watching them. So, everyone,
Oh, yeah.
call the jail, Nashua Street Jail, come visit me.
Come visit him.
Come visit me, I'll take as many visitors as I can.
He's so lonely.
Please put money
Please.
on the phone.
Hey, somebody call. I'm so lonely. It's starting to hit him, guys. It's starting to hit him that this is real.
I don't lose contact with people because that's the next thing the jail or the court or somebody else wanting.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to lose contact, right? I'm up for over 3 weeks, right? And I got 1 million views. I'm starting to, the cops starting to get agitated. You know what my lawyer tells me? My lawyer tells me you didn't do anything illegal. You're starting to piss a lot of people off.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the DA's looking to drop this altogether if you just,
What?
what? If I refuse to pick up my camera?
Listen to this. So this is the best part.
The cops starting to get
He's making all these phone calls. He is pathetic right now as far as wanting kinship, essentially, right? Like, hot tow truck girl is not allowed in jail. He says it's because she's protesting, but the fact is she's a felon. so she can't come and visit him. They don't allow that. And he only has her because he has no friends or anything. Still don't understand this relationship. I don't know if he's banging her or what, but she's loyal to him because she's obviously very stupid, and they're probably in on the scam together. And they've created this. Even though all these idiots are onto him now, he's still trying to get people to donate to him because that's all he's got, right? But there's a couple people left that, they're probably still a couple bucks here and there. But I can't tell you how happy it makes me to hear how desperate and pathetic he sounds right now. It's great. It's great. You heard it there. Like, please come visit me. Please. Like, that is the sound of a desperate, sad, pathetic man who has nobody that loves him and nobody that likes him and nobody that wants to visit him. And it sucks to be you, Josh. I'm sure you're going to hear about this man. But you'll hear about it, a day or two later because, you're in jail. I would say that you should come meet up with me tomorrow, but you can't because you're in jail and you're not allowed to leave. So you know what I'm going to do tomorrow, Josh? I'm going to wait. I'm going to sleep in my bed. It's going to be awesome. And then I'm going to wake up and probably go downstairs without asking permission. It's going to be great. I can open my door up. It's not locked. I'm not locked in. Then I'm going to probably get in the car with my kids because it's Donut Friday. I'm going to go eat whatever we want to eat. Donuts, whatever, chocolate, glaze, doesn't matter. We can have whatever we want. You don't have those options, unfortunately, because you're in jail, which sucks to be you. Now, I understand that when he first went to jail, I don't know if he really believed he was going to get bailed out or if that was just all a lie ahead of time because he's insane. He might actually believe these things. But I think it's starting to hit him now that it ain't happening, dude. Like, you're stuck here for the full 90. You ain't getting out, son. And then they're going to keep you in longer than that, right? Like, Rachel Rollins freed all these people except for you, right? Because you're so vile that even Rachel Rollins wouldn't save your ass. And he says here, this is a good part. So the lawyer, who's obviously working for free, oh, well, we're paying for his ass, but he tells him some advice, right? Listen to this.
My lawyer tells me he didn't do anything illegal. He's starting to piss a lot of people off. Now the DA is looking to drop this altogether if he's, I was like, what, if I refuse to pick up my camera, so I'll sacrifice my First Amendment right for freedom? I thought my First Amendment right is freedom. You're right. Freedom's not free. There's a price to pay.
What the hell's going on my screen now?
Pay that price.
All right, so
You started this.
what the hell's happening now? Get out of here. Okay, my computer's all fucked up in case you guys can't see. Like, exit out of that. He tells him, hey, the DA is going to get you out of here. But, you got to stop with the YouTube stuff, and the calls and stuff like that. He's like, what? So I got to give up my First Amendment rights? So he's like arguing with the attorney. He's incapable of just stopping being a douchebag. He's like, I can't stop being a douchebag. It's the only thing I know how to do. I talk really fast and I'm a douchebag and everybody hates me and I talk about my constitutional rights even though I don't even know my constitutional rights. So why are you even trying to stop my constitutional rights? I'm just trying to talk. I'm trying to do a First Amendment audit. Why are you trying to stop me? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. It's like, that's all he knows how to do, guys. So it's just so satisfying to know that my enemies are in jail, going down, etc. And all that stuff. Billy's out of jail. Somehow Billy Tippett's got out of jail today or yesterday. I don't know. I don't know how he got out if they're kicking the shit out of Abrams, but he probably did him a favor. I mean, wouldn't surprise me if the guards were just like, look the other way, like just fucking take care of this Billy. This kid won't shut the hell up. So, imagine being in jail with Josh Abrams right now. That's like double punishment. No human being should ever have to go through that. She's not a felon that I'm aware of, but does have a violent criminal record. Isn't that what a felon is? I thought that's what. Maybe I'm using the wrong word. I don't want to get sued. Anyway, you guys have any questions? Have at it. Let me know in the comments right now if you guys have any questions you want to ask me. Anything you want. All right. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll answer any of them. That guy Josh is your enemy? How long have you known him? Yes, anybody who challenges me, King Putin, is my enemy. Didn't you rat on your friend the other day? I think that's what you did. You're the rat, right? Let's see what else you guys are saying. Bristol called Billy. I haven't talked to her about that. I'll have to talk to her. Anyone that has to interact with Josh in jail should get time out their sentence. That's fair and reasonable, I think. Tibbetts on the show. I didn't like Tibbetts before, but now that he beat up Josh, I kind of like him. Do you think Josh will ever blame the heroin and miscellaneous other drugs? No, I don't think he's a heroin addict. I don't think. Do you guys think Josh is on drugs? He might be on a little coke. He's just fucked, man. That guy's screwed up in the head. Yeah, remember when Putin turned on his buddy? Nah, Putin, I don't even think about you, man. I don't even know who you are. You're just a little troll. You are the rat who ratted on the other cop block dude, I believe, last episode. King Putin ratted on his buddy, the other cop. That's what you'll always be. A snitch ass bitch. And guess what? I don't follow matter. You're irrelevant. Nobody gives a shit about you. People care about Turtle Boy like you, which is why you're here right now. Because you are my slave. You go where I tell you to go. And you're going to come to the next episode, and you're going to come to the episode after that. Okay? You know why? Because I own you. You are my slave, bitch. I have a lot of slaves. You're one of the slaves. You're on my plantation, bitch. You are my slave. You do what I tell you to do when I tell you to do it. And you're going to come to every episode from now on because I told you to do it. Let me be clear about that. All right. Other questions? Check out his Facebook page. He's insane. And he's like, he's into politics too, particularly abortion. He's pro-life and he goes and just protests against abortion 24/7 when he's not harassing the cops. I never saw that one coming, guys. I never, literally never saw that one coming. But that's what I guess he's into. I will admit I am slightly slated to TB just a little. Okay, thank you, Maslow. Is Maslow's wife the one that did that video, Bristol, with the guy with the chin strap? Was that her? Free time to go around filming the police, right? You're a loser. Like you need new hobbies. Like no one should have that amount of free time to just like, you know what? If I have an hour to kill, it's like, oh, thank you God, I got a fucking hour. That's awesome, right? Like the last thing I would do that hour is like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go film the police. You got a loser to do that. I understand we want to hold public servants accountable, but if you're going around filming them, it's like you are a loser. You have no life, and I meant every single word of that. Every single word of it. Anyway, other questions. Yeah, there's the guy the guy with the chin strap in the video of you. That was you, right? That's okay. I'm not mad at you. Everyone's allowed to have their opinions. All right. Any last minute questions you guys have? I am owning what I say. I stand behind everything I say. You're goddamn right. Thank you. Oh, fucking Christ, this goddamn computer. I bet you guys have better computers than me, at least. Josh Abrams probably has a better computer than me. All right, any other questions? Me and Bristol are going to be in Taunton on Saturday for the biker rally. I'll post a link to it again tomorrow to remind people. So if you want to come down, I'm going to have new shirts and stuff for sale. Come on down, bring your books, I'll sign it, whatever. Also, we're going to be doing the live show on Sunday this weekend because Notre Dame is playing Georgia. I'm a Notre Dame fan. They're probably going to get creamed, but I got to watch it at least. If they win this, it's a pretty big win. But we're going to watch it. So we're going to do the live show Sunday night. All right, Sunday night. Who will win 2020 POTUS? Donald Trump. That's an easy one. Give me a hard one. How old am I? 37. How'd you know that, masshole? Can this channel get back monetization? This channel hasn't lost monetization. Individual videos get demonetized. Like this one probably will because I swore a couple times. They pick up on that. Total Boy 2024. I like that. I like that. Can anyone visit Josh? I don't see why not. I don't know. You call the courthouse. I would definitely call ahead of time, Diane, before wasting your time going down there. That's for sure. Are you planning another live from somewhere again? I'm trying, man. I'm trying to reach out to places, get places. I've had no luck so far, but we would like to do something like that. What am I drinking? Iced coffee. I always have a nice coffee around this time. All right, any other questions you guys have? Keytar Bear threw up the white flag. How did he do that? Keytar Bear messaged the page, and he's a really good sport about the blog he was featured in today. So I'd like to talk to him. Although I've heard some things about him. Some people that work for the MBTA have really, really bad things to say. So might be a little more about that. Tonight, I'm going to be in my living room watching Notre Dame play Georgia. That's where I'm going to be. What is your ultimate goal when it comes to Josh? Make sure he goes to jail, because Josh is like legit dangerous, right? He is a psychopath and a professional liar, but I think Bristol published that whole story about Bristol. Did you publish that? It's hard to keep up with all the freaking shit about what he did. Was it like 2010? He got charged with kidnapping. He was fired from a job, I think at the Piccadilly, and one of his former co-workers. Then Josh just lied his ass off about it to the cops. Like, he's a legit psychopath. So I would prefer if Josh Abrams, my goal is to keep him in jail for as long as possible and be a pain in his ass forever, because that motherfucker's been scamming. And my goal, our goal, is to limit his ability to do that, right? Because he's a real menace, man. And I understand even with cop block people, auditors, whatever, there is a code. I get that, right? And Josh's people and Anselmo and Joe Orga, they violate that code because they go down there and they're just rude for the purpose of being rude, just yelling and screaming at them. It's like, what the hell are you doing? You're not auditing anything. You're just being dickheads. What the hell's wrong with you? Anyway, I agree with you, Cheryl. That was attempted murder. I guess there's no way to prove they would have murdered him, right? But, yeah. A new computer. Oh. Yeah, I like Apples, though, you know? I like Macs. If I become president, Brett's going to be Homeland Security. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Would you ever consider running for city town council like my brother? My brother ran for his town council, and he lives in right outside Pittsburgh. He lost, but it was bullshit. I could have written a blog about it. No, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I feel like I'm not electable. I got too much. Like, they would just... Guys, we're living in cancel culture. Like, I'm like the most cancelable person of all time. It's just like, okay, Your Honor, we're going to bring up this episode of Turtle Boy Live where him and Brett threatened to beat someone with a baby, a dead baby, and then Brett said he was going to fuck her dead grandmother. They're going to tear up the corpse. That wouldn't be good. So, I would, but I'd probably lose, so what's the point? All right, any other questions you guys have? Too much history. What does that mean? All right. Any questions? I'll give you guys one more minute to ask me questions, and we're going to call it a night. I'm just reading Brett's comments. I can't even read them on the air. Oh, he's a riot. I mean, I would run. I guess if Trump can win, anyone can win, right? Like, if grab him by the pussy, can you get you elected president? I guess there's hope for anyone. I guess that's one way to look at it, but I don't know if I'd want to. It seems like a lot of work. That's one good thing I got for me. I've never worn blackface, ever. I can honestly say that. I never did it. I honestly, if I was 16 and somebody said wear blackface, I would have done it, though. I'm not going to lie. I would have seen nothing wrong with it because I was not woke. Because obviously we're talking about Trudeau here, right? And let me just talk about blackface for one moment. There's nothing wrong with blackface. All right, I'm a student of history. There isn't a single person in the world that's actually offended by what Justin Trudeau did yesterday. None. There isn't a single one. None. Right? They know that there was no ill intention in that. Nothing. It's just like, but the best part about it is it's always a liberal. Always. You never, ever, ever see a conservative, like they put, a conservative was wearing blackface. It doesn't happen. It's always a liberal, right? Ralph Northam, Trudeau. He's as liberal as you get. It's fucking blackface. It's fantastic theater to watch. And he apologizes, and a lot of people on the left accept it. And now they're not calling, a lot of them call him brownface. He darkened his face. It's like, no, bitch, that's blackface. You canceled Megyn. Megyn Kelly lost her job for talking about it. For talking about blackface, whether or not it was permissible, right? Oh, give me a break. There's nothing, I'm sorry. People in a free country should be allowed to do whatever the hell they want to do. If you want to paint your face black, then paint your face black. Who gives a flying shit if it hurts people's feelings? I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry. Right? In France, back in the revolutionary days, they all painted their face white. Right? Like pitch white. Am I supposed to be offended by that? No, of course not. Because it's freaking makeup. Shut up. God damn. Anyway. And I'll tell you one thing, there wasn't a single person that saw that and was like, oh my God, I'm so hurt. Oh my God. If you never saw that picture, you would never know it existed. Give me a break. Have you ever been in jail before, Turtle Boy? I would never wish jail on anyone, especially for having a big mouth and being annoying. Can you imagine them locking you up for show? You're goddamn right. I would not do well in jail, man. Most people in jail have been on my blog, so that's a problem. I can't go to jail. Can you imagine them locking you up for show? And speak your mind, it wouldn't happen. That's not what people get locked up for. That's not why Josh is in jail. Alright, last minute questions, go, and then we're done. Went on a blackface rant there. Alright, looks like we're done then, folks. We will call this a night, and we will, sorry about the technical difficulties. We got through it, though, didn't we, in one piece? We will see you all on Sunday for the live show. Sunday, alright? Peace, Tartaretis.